the motherfucking track. What's going on, Conscious Crew? It is your host, Conscious TV. Of course, we're here with another riveting episode of Conscious TV, okay? I'm glad to have you guys all up in the building on this wonderful, stressed out, COVID-filled ass Monday, but we're here nonetheless, happy, healthy, and holding it together. Before we get into this commentary, okay, I want you guys to definitely thumbs up this video, honey. Get these motherfucking likes up. Hit the thumbs up button. And to the bitch who just hit thumbs down, fuck you with a wet, hot, real moist pussy, honey. Okay? I'm going to play some more goddamn music. Let you guys roll in here, okay? I'm probably going to open up the stream a little bit so that I can get you guys feedback if you guys want to chime in on this, okay? So let's continue to play some elevator music. Let people feel the fuck in. Let me get my notes together. I'm going to try not to keep you guys long tonight, but baby, we definitely got to get into some things. Okay. Okay, you guys. So look, I kind of got a conflict of interest a little bit. I'm probably going to be a little turned, honey, just a little litty because growl. Now, Apollo Nida, you guys already know who the infamous Apollo Nida is, okay? He was Phaedra Parks' ex-husband, okay? All the way up until going to prison mid-motherfucking season for racketeering, okay? Which is a white-collar crime, okay? You guys know that Phaedra Parks from Real Housewives of Atlanta sought out a divorce. Eventually, she was able to divorce Apollo after initially forging goddamn divorce papers and all type of shit. Because you know Faye is a little fake, honey. You know, Phaedra's a little on the scandalous side, girl. You know, there's a lack of something, bitch. It might be integrity. I'm not really sure. However, Apollo has seemingly turned over a new leaf. And by a new leaf, I mean he's free from prison, but he seems to still have the consciousness of a 13-year-old boy. And we're going to get into that, okay? Now, there's a blogger who Apollo did an interview with, and I'm reluctant to say this blogger's name because, you know, I have my issues. I have my issues with this particular blogger, but, you know, I'm trying to grow to a place where I can separate the villain from the content so that I'm still able, okay, to give credit where credit is in fact due. Now, this particular blogger, I don't really care for a plethora of reasons, but more so, you know, there's some transphobic bullshit, you know, sitting inside this person's soul somewhere. And, you know, she's came for a bitch who she can't take a time or two or three or four or five for clout chasing purposes. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and admit it, bitch. I ain't mature enough to say that whole name. So you guys are just figure it out maybe if YouTube recommends her shit to you guys, okay? Maybe tomorrow, maybe over the weekend, I'll be more mature. But right now, I still can't separate R. Kelly the molester from R. Kelly the musician any more than I can separate the transphobic blogger from, you know, the content that they do provide every now and again, every red blue moon that is rather interesting, okay? But I will say this tea came from that interviewer or that content creator's interview with Apollo Nida, okay? Thank you, Brian. You love my voice. I love that you love my voice. So let me start with Apollo. Now, I'm going to talk about the things that were the highlight for me. Apollo Nida is going on a motherfucking smear campaign as if he's fucking Omarosa and then got thrown out by his ponytail on the goddamn lawn of the White House by Trump because he feels that Kandi Burruss and her husband, Todd Tucker, should have told him that the feds came to their house and retrieved his motorbikes and retrieved his vehicles, because upon Apollo getting preparated to do monkey bars on prison peen, okay, he had made provisions in terms of placing his things, because apparently, obviously, he didn't trust his wife to properly guard all of this stolen ass merchandise. So Todd and Kandi, being gracious patrons, allowed Apollo to store some of his things at their house. We came to later find out that Cynthia Bailey also had some of Todd's property at her house, and the feds pulled right on up, okay, to her townhouse and got his shit. So Apollo is pressed and pissed and frizzy, honey, because Kandi and Todd didn't call him at any point personally and let him know that the feds done came and fucking big wheeled his shit all the way down to the FBI headquarters for fingerprinting and shit. Okay? He said he's pissed, frizzy, and agitated because, girl, he had to find out that his shit had been retrieved and confiscated by the feds on the internet. And I guess it was on that infamous episode of Bravo where Kandi was being interviewed by the subtle racist Andy Cohen, okay, who she said, because I think Andy had asked her about Apollo and blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, yeah, you know, the feds came to the crib and got his shit. And we was just like, whoa. And so I'm listening to this interview and I'm getting pissed and I'm getting pissed and I'm getting pissed and I'm getting pissed and I'm getting pissed. Because first of all, bitch, this is to you, Apollo. You're fine as fuck. But listen here, nigga. You have to have some mitigated motherfucking gall to get upset about some shit that wasn't yours to begin with, boo. That's how that works. That's how that works, hunty. Okay? That shit that the feds came and retrieved from Kandi's garage was not yours. This was blood vehicles, okay? Blood vehicles. These were purchases you made off of someone else's credit. This was purchases you made off of scamming and scheming, bitch. The system, okay? And you got some damn nerve to have a fucking issue with two other law-abiding citizens who are doing the right thing in this world, who have no reason to ask anybody, can they borrow a driveway? Bitch, first of all, who asked to borrow your driveway, bitch? You borrow sugar, you borrow hamburger, you borrow mayonnaise, you borrow accent. Bitch, sometimes you borrow the VCR. But bitch, who borrows the driveway? Okay, now I gotta clock Todd and Kandi upside their motherfucking head, because I'm like, girl, you got to be silly as hell to even have took him up on this amazing opportunity to have him put his shit in y'all house when y'all know what the fuck he was getting locked up for, girl. It was all public record. So I don't even know why Kandi and Todd signed up for it. But you know what? I guess these are the things we call ourselves doing for our friends, okay? But Apollo feels disrespected and he feels some sort of kind of way why he didn't get a heads up. You know why you didn't get a heads up, Apollo? Because I don't have to give you a heads up, bitch, when you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. Your shit didn't get stolen out of the garage. Nobody broke into the driveway, girl. Put your shit in reverse and hauled ass down the highway, girl. The fucking feds came and retrieved what in fact was not yours. I don't have to give you a heads up. Matter of fact, bitch, how about I'm mad at you for not giving me a heads up because you knew how you made these purchases and you knew what business you had been doing that garnered you the ability to purchase these purchases, which were illegal. Okay? And that situation could have went far left, far more left for Kandi and Todd, who could have been side-eyed as well by the feds. Because that type of activity tends to, you know what, make a motherfucker look at two people as an accessory to a crime. And Apollo, you didn't think about the predicament you were putting your friends in. You ain't think about how your behavior could have trickled down and really impacted your friends who are business owners. They have a family and children, okay? And you didn't give a good goddamn. Just like you mad, because I'm gonna get on Phaedra ass too. Just like you mad at Phaedra, okay? Because in this interview, Apollo also spilled tea, talking about he didn't see his kids. He didn't hear from his kids. He was not allowed. He never got a phone call. He never got a letter. He never got updates about how they were doing in school. There was no interaction between him and his children when he went to prison. Now, look, I do not believe in the children being dragged into the personal affairs between the parents, okay? Now, I understand how difficult it is to do that, though. That sounds easier said than done, right? Like we should be doing this for the kids. And usually it's the motherfucker who done fucked up, who finds it so easy to say we should be able to do this for the kids. That statement always happens to come from the motherfucker who's on their way to prison. That motherfucking conversation and statement always seems to happen from the motherfucker who done cheated and had multiple affairs. That motherfucking statement always seems to be so fucking easily made by the motherfucker who been beating on you, slapping on you, and domestic violating your ass for the past 6-7 years, right? And it's the victim who's left to put it all aside. Because the victim, aka the spouse, done seen the worst of your motherfucking humanity. And if I were a parent and my partner was abusive, my partner was motherfucking crazy, and this motherfucker is on his way to prison, emotionally, I would find it difficult to allow you in the life of our kids, because you have to understand, I've bear witness to the worst of your humanity. I've bear witness to the worst of your humanity. And I will be terrified of my children having a glimpse into that and seeing you for the monster I have in fact been able to see you for. I understand it emotionally. That's where I can empathize. But at the end of the day, Faye, you can't keep that man kids from him. You ain't gotta have shit to do with him, but you can't keep that nigga's kids from him. And you can't project all of your shit onto your children and also make that their burden, especially if they have a father who's willing and desires to be in their children's life. But I'm gonna tell you how karma is gonna make full fucking circle here. Because see, Apollo, you also don't really get the heart on Phaedra, okay? Because you are once again the one who made all the choices you made to end up out of your children's life for 4+ fucking years. The narrative and the storyline can't now be how fucked up Phaedra is because you didn't have no contact and weren't afforded any information about your children while you were alive. Because if you gave that whole of a damn, if you had any fucking conviction behind being in your children's life, I'm going to logically conclude that you would have made more logical life decisions aside from ones that would estrange you from your fucking children for 4 fucking years plus. And that's something that, in terms of Michael Jackson and told you hoes, you have to look at the man in the mirror and deal with. The man in the mirror, you got to deal with. The both of y'all ass are utterly out of order in this situation. But I'm going to get more into that, okay? Apollo, sit your ass down. You didn't deserve a phone call from Kandi and Todd. You didn't, boo. I'm sorry, okay? Because you was already in the wrong for putting some wrong shit in their hands to begin with, girl. So whatever happened to the wrong shit that was in the possession of Todd and Kandi, it is what it is. That's like your friend done went and stole some shit from somebody and done hid it in your damn house. And then your house get broken into, and the shit that your friend stole also gets stolen out of your fucking house, and your friend being upset. Boo, bye, bitch, fuck you. No, it don't work like that, boo. When you go do wrong shit, honey, and karma wraps that ass around, girl, you just gotta bow down to the Lord because it could have been your ass rather than your vehicles. It could have been your ass rather than that stolen property that got. Okay? So while it may be argued that Kandi and Todd should have afforded, Apollo a phone call. For what, bitch? And how was I gonna call you, girl? On collect? What I was gonna do, girl? Write a fucking letter and give it to a goddamn pigeon and have it personally delivered to you in dormitory too, girl? So that you can call me so I can tell you some more bad news, bitch? Shouldn't you be preparating your asshole for getting fucked and plunged in, girl? Like, ain't you should be practicing your stop, drop, and rolling, girl? Do you realize that you about to spend some big federal time in fucking prison with some real big niggas, honey? And you pressed about me not giving you a phone call about some shit that ain't yours to begin with, being confiscated by the feds, girl? Shouldn't you be practicing, girl, clicking and clacking the asshole together, girl, to block them rape experiences, girl? Mama say lock my ass, girl. You should have been practicing mama say lock my ass instead of worrying about some shit that ends up where on the priority scale of you being separated from your wife, separated from your kids, and you ending up on Skid Row with some big dick niggas. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How you got something to say and these people put their shit on the line just to have your stolen shit there? That was their friendship wrapped up in a pretty little bow right there, girl. The fact that I even allowed your shit to sit on my property is it, girl. That's it, bitch. There's no more critiques. There's no more attitude, girl. You don't get to find an issue with nothing, girl. You don't get to find an issue with nothing else, girl. You taking your ass to prison over this shit that you got in my driveway, and you got the audacity to be upset at Kandi and Todd because they didn't give you a phone call, girl. Are you okay? Are you okay, girl? Do you realize you relinquished your right to have a moral, ethical, principled attitude or say so or issue with how ever Kandi and Todd would have felt the need to handle that situation, even if it meant not telling you that when they pulled up in the driveway on a drunken date night out, that they ended up running over your damn motorbikes. Because guess what? It's in their driveway, bitch. Somewhere it didn't have to be. This shit could have been on your property if you would have remained a free man. So I don't give a fuck about what happens to your shit on my property. I don't give a fuck what happens to your shit, to your wrong shit, to your stolen shit, to your illegal shit on my property, girl. I don't give a fuck whether a hurricane came and came and abducted it. I don't give a damn if a tsunami came and retrieved it and took it back into itself, girl. I wouldn't give a damn. This ain't your shit, and this is illegal shit. Fuck you. Okay? Now let me read through the rest of these notes, honey. So, you know, Phaedra and Apollo to me remind me of like what like real balanced karma looks like. Like on one end, you have racketeering Apollo feeling a fucking way, okay? Going to prison, girl, like doing the most. Phaedra even alleged to physical abuse with the nigga, okay? Also cheating and all the other shit, allegedly. But Phaedra was also forging divorce papers. She set up Kandi. She used Portia. She tried to fucking set up Nene a few seasons back. And apparently her fucking relationship on Marriage Boot Camp is a whole goddamn fake storyline. So Phaedra, congratulations on your Walter, girl. You dragged Kenya for her fake ass relationship to Walter. But girl, you carried on the torch proudly, girl, to get your next 15 minutes of fame on Marriage Boot Camp. So as far as I'm concerned, Phaedra and Apollo can really call it even, girl. Y'all can really call it even. Y'all did each other in. Y'all both equally out of y'all damn minds. Y'all both equally had been up to no goddamn good. And the both of you should just be taking in the repentance and the renewal, girl, of a second chance, okay? Because Kandi could have sued the remaining edges off of Phaedra's head, okay, for all that slander shit. She could have drugged Phaedra ass through and through and through and by. And Apollo, girl, not only could you have went to prison, girl, you could have died in that motherfucker. You could have got killed in that motherfucker. And the fact that you could go through all that and choose to make a public spectacle out of Kandi and Todd not giving you a motherfucking phone call instead of using these goddamn platforms to talk to young black men about doing the right goddamn thing, instead of using these goddamn bloggers, you know, to give a gracious testimony about how good God is to you. You done went through all this, and the only thing you can think to make a priority is talking shit about two black entrepreneurs who doing better than your whack ass is. Girl, you got some fucking nerve. You got some fucking nerve. And I hope that Todd and Kandi put a double cease and desist on your ass, because it's clear that you didn't lock your ass like mama said. During those 4 years, girl. During those 4 years. For you to still carry this whole perpetual attitude of being the victim. I look, y'all, I be blowing my shit. Like blowing my lid at the audacity of people. The fucking audacity. Zero level of emotional intelligence. Zero emotional IQ. Zero. And motherfuckers be the victim. The whole victim. Apollo girl, that interview did you no good. And don't you let the raggedy, low emotional IQ bitches in the comment section of that stream you was on, who was on your side, convince you and fill your head up that you right about the way you feel, because dumb bitches in the comment section only want to suck the dick, okay? They actually don't give a damn about who's right or wrong. They only give a damn about your dick in their mouth, girl. They're blinded by the power of lust, okay? These are not clear, rational, grounded, righteous people, okay? Who are listening to your bullshit, who's able to tell you what you need to be told rather than what you want to be told. And if I didn't have the issues that I had with this particular blogger bitch, I would have hit that motherfucking StreamYard link so fast, girl, that I would have made the whole goddamn show because me and you would have had the real conversation. Okay? Everybody else who got up on there, girl, was just playing son and Phaedra doing you so wrong. Yeah, Phaedra is doing a disservice to her children. She sure is. And I'm honestly surprised at Phaedra because Phaedra seemingly continues to be a walking contradiction. She holds herself up in this classy, poised, regal manner. She walks through life as this prestigious lawyer and mover and shaker and of high maturity and Christian moral values. And she understands her posture as a Negro woman in this social climate and has the intention of using her platform for the greater good. And with all that you know, Phaedra, about 1 out of damn near every damn 2 Black boys growing up in single parent households without their dad. You are a striking hypocrite to give in to the statistics of also choosing to raise your children without the involvement of their masculine other half. Those kids deserve a relationship to their father, irregardless of the choices their father has made. And if you need help coping with that, if you need fucking help because you experiencing an emotional contradiction because maybe mentally you know it too, you know this, but you can't bring your heart to do it because you can't stand this nigga, I get it. Use some of that marriage boot camp money to get counseling so that it can aid and abide your ass in successfully co-parenting because it's not about you at this point. The minute that you and Apollo both brought those kids into the picture, it was no longer about you both. And you both have the burden of putting y'all personal incompatibility aside. Okay? To do what's truly in the best interest of these children. There was a point in time, and I think a few seasons back, where Apollo had caught from prison and Phaedra had put his ass on the phone, and the youngest baby at that time didn't even really know who the fuck Apollo was. And that's a damn shame. And that's an embarrassment on both Phaedra and Apollo's side. On both sides. It'd be one thing if Apollo didn't give a damn and didn't want to be involved. But Phaedra is holding such a deep grudge. Phaedra has such a deep disdain for Apollo, and on a personal level, rightfully so. Because if you fucked her over, disrespected her, disregarded her, and abused her, fuck you. Fuck you. She's entitled to her fuck you Apollo feelings on a personal level. And I wouldn't even strive to change Phaedra's mind about Apollo on a personal level. Because that's what you did. That's what you've done. And it is what the fuck it is. But when it comes to these kids, everybody got to scoop their shit to the left. Because these kids ain't got shit to do with either one of y'all's bullshit. Whether you let daddy tell it or let mama tell it, the children ain't got shit to do with either one of y'all's bullshit. Because at the end of the day, to Phaedra, you chose the nigga. Who had already did time. You met Apollo after he had already been to prison one other time. You lived in a household with this man. You knew what went on in your household, okay? And even if you didn't know the specifics of what and how your man was making his motherfucking money, girl, you knew something wasn't right in the motherfucking buttermilk, because for one, you a motherfucking woman, and for two, you a black motherfucking woman, which means for three, bitch, you got a goddamn master's in nosology, bitch. It ain't no black woman uninformed about what the hell is going on in the four walls of her motherfucking kingdom, because a black woman gonna get to the bottom, bitch, of the bottom when it comes to her household. And for four, bitch, you got the most melanated, magical intuition on the planet, because ain't nobody more goddamn psychic. Ain't no bitch more goddamn magical than a black woman, baby. So you can't sell me on this damn idea, girl, that you just had no idea what Apollo was doing out there in them streets. You had no idea how your man was making his goddamn coin, girl. I ain't even gonna insult black women like that, girl, by even accepting, girl, that either in your logical mind or in your divine mind, bitch, that the spidey senses were not ringing. Now, whether you chose to ignore them or not is one thing. Whether you chose to take heed to your intuition is another conversation. Oh, yes, God, it is. But, bitch, you can't tell me you didn't know. Because, bitch, we all know. We all know. We all know, girl. We all know. Every motherfucking relationship I have been in, girl, I knew on one level or another what eventually manifested. Now, ask me, did I always want to listen? Now, ask me if I always took heed. Hell no. But, bitch, I ain't gonna never be able to say I didn't know. Bitch, we always know. The feminine principle always know. Any motherfucking body who got the divine feminine in them, whether it's gay men, lesbian women, fembots, butch queens, biological women, trans women, anybody who got access to the goddamn divine feminine has a strong ass intuition, bitch, and we always know, even when we can't prove it on paper, bitch. Even if we ain't got the text messages and the voicemails, and we ain't got the binoculars, girl, to be able to attest to seeing it for ourselves, bitch, we always know. Even if we know it at our hearts alone, we know. So you also don't get to be the total victim, and such a victim that it justifies keeping this nigga's kids from him. Y'all gotta do better. You got to do better, bitch. And if you need to be on the lineup on this last season of Beyond Fixing My Life, in order to fix y'all shit, do what you got to do. You saw that what's her name? What's the girl name? Sheba Sheree. Show brought her ass up on Beyond Fixing My Life. Her and her ponytail. Her and her motherfucking ponytail, girl. Her and her neck went right on to Iyanla to help her fix her shit with her baby daddy. Y'all got to do better. Because now, the true victims in this situation, it's already bad enough the marriage had to fail. It's already bad enough of the public humiliation of it all, because it's played out on reality TV. But then to add insult to injury, the kids got to fucking live in the divided states, the divided states of America, because they got two parents who not mature enough to do the right thing truly for their sake. And let me tell you, kids always know too, because kids are deeply psychic. When y'all playing these games and using y'all children as pawns, like a lot of baby mothers like to do, and like a lot of baby fathers like to do, and like a lot of grandparents who have legal custody over the children because maybe mama was on a little bit of crack and couldn't really be in the picture. Okay? All of y'all who have used children in your scheming and in your scamming, let me tell you, bitch, you are going straight to hell. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. All of y'all who have held children hostage and used them as chess pieces on the board so that you can play games with another motherfucker, bitch, you're going straight to hell. And I'm going to add an extra L on the end of hell, baby, because it's gonna be hot like motherfucking fire for your ass. For your ass. Now, if anybody want to come up in here and chime in, girl, on what's going on, girl, Fate, Apollo is fried and frizzy over his friendship, honey, over Todd and Kandi, not giving him a phone call. I'm about to put the link in the comment section in case you guys want to come up in this bitch and give your final say so. Let me put the link up in this bitch. I want you guys to share the stream out too. Thumbs up this video. Thank you. I'm going to read through these comments. I just put the link to StreamYard in the description box. I mean, in the stream, girl. Apollo done tried me tonight, bitch. Apollo done tried me in the comment section. So if you want to come on, click the StreamYard link, okay, to bring you on, girl, and you guys can chime in and give your opinions, girl. Do you feel like Apollo is right? Because I ain't gonna berate you if you agree with Apollo. You know, just come up in here and give your reason why you think Apollo is right or correct for feeling away because his friends didn't tell him or give him a phone call that his property had been seized by the government, okay? And do you feel, what are your thoughts on Phaedra keeping Apollo from the kids? Okay? That's what I like you guys' opinions on. I can't help it. He's so cute. Who's so cute, Dominican woman? Because Apollo fine as fuck. But see, that's how the devil works, honey. The devil masquerades around in abs and muscles and chiseled faces and mustaches and shit, bitch. That's what the scriptures had meant to say, girl. Not light, but biceps, small waists, firm, tight, gym manufactured booty and dark eyebrows and dark features and chiseled jawlines, bitch. That's why the devil be gooping the kids. That's why the devil be gooping the children. Okay, so we got a patron in here. What's going on, Denise? Is it Denise?
Yes, Denise, what's
Hey,
going
boo,
on?
how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
I agree
chime in
with
on this
you.
matter.
I agree with you about the kids now. They don't have no say so in what's going on, and I don't agree with separating kids from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have because they didn't ask to be here.
Right.
And I think that they need to know both their parents. And even if you're upset with the person who did something wrong, um, you know, it's not right for you to hold that child from their parent, because
Right.
they still need their father.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she was a good mom to them while he was locked up, he could have still been talking to them and telling them, keeping them on the right path and talking to them, you know,
Mm-hmm.
motivating them even while he was locked up. But she
Right.
didn't know. She was so stuck in her way. You know how Phaedra is.
Yeah. She's a Scorpio,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I'm a Scorpio too.
Phaedra is something else. You got to watch out for her.
You absolutely do. Let
Hmm.
me ask you this. So how do you also feel about if you was directly in Apollo's shoes and you had your friends hold some of your things for you and the government seized those items from your friends and your friends had not even afforded you a phone call, you had to find out on the 6 o'clock news
Oh
that
hell no! I don't even care if the things those things that I bought weren't legit or whatever.
mm-hmm.
You still give me the courtesy to talk to me and let me know what happened. He had to
Now
find it on internet, whatever it was. You
okay, now
know.
let's talk about it, Denise, now, because you done gave me some stolen shit and you think I owe you the courtesy of telling you that the shit
Yeah.
you gave me that made the feds pull up to my house, I owe you a phone call about.
Well, I'm not saying that they
They
what the feds did.
Denise, I
I
want you to
just
listen
think
to me,
that you
boo.
should give somebody a courtesy call. Let them know what's going on. Anyway, I don't care. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So you telling me that I gotta give you a phone call after the feds woke me up at 12 o'clock at night in my bonnet. I'm in here riding my man penis, and I got to answer the door over the government who coming for your stuff, and I owe you a phone call.
You ain't gotta call me that night, but you can call me the next day.
I'm gonna have to pray
You
on that.
know?
I'm gonna have to pray on that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a okay. Okay, well, let me ask you this then. So would you be so upset though? Would you, because keep in mind your friends were nice enough to allow, your friends allowed your stuff to be stored at their house.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be so upset that you would blast your friends on national internet or blast them on social media about it?
Okay. Now, it's your fault. You got locked up. It ain't their fault, you know. It's your fault that your stuff got taken from you. I mean, you can call me and let me know what happened, but that don't mean I'ma still be on your side. You know what I mean? As far as you getting mad at me because your stuff was taken, well, you should never got locked up.
Boom.
You know, it ain't my fault.
Boom.
Yeah. How you gonna spread rumors about me and Todd? Because you're the one looking stupid, not us.
Right.
You know, everybody. I don't even think he got a lot of likes because he out there boasting about what they did to him and how they didn't tell him this and but who, like you said earlier, who rents out a parking lot for somebody? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who does that? Because I feel like this. Let me say this now. When you said that, I thought about, well, maybe they knew that the stuff was legit, and I think they knew it. That's why he asked them to hold it, because he was trying to hide it from the feds.
I can believe that.
And the feds came and took that stuff anyway, so that's why. Oh my goodness. This is crazy now, okay? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's a mess. It's a hot mess. I'm a mess. And I'm thinking because I'm also thinking and wondering, maybe they didn't call him because if I was them, I would have came to the logical thought that this dude had to know they came, because he know why he hiding it to begin with. So
yeah.
I would have just assumed. I mean, now me personally, I'm talking shit about Apollo, but the truth is, I would have caught my friend too, just as a FYI.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it, but at the same token, I can also understand maybe why somebody would not have called, because they probably would have been like, I mean, girl, like, you knew it was a matter of time before these people who, girl, you ain't made your car payments in 6 months and you parking your shit in my driveway. You hiding from the damn toll, man. You know it was a matter of time, girl. I ain't gotta call you and tell you that your shit ain't here no more, girl. You know your shit.
Now that's the way Todd and Kandi think. They think like that. You know, they bullies, and they like on some real ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they think. Yeah.
And Kamisha Miller had made another point too, because I was about to ask you, because I want to know from him, in principle, as he claimed, it's a principle matter, but at the end of the day, nothing would have came about as a result of the phone call. It was gone either way.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I could have called you, but once we rummaged through all of that, girl, the conclusion is your shit gone. So now, I mean, It's gone. And
you gone and the shit gone. So why
yeah,
they
you
owe you
gone. How you gone and the shit gone? Shit, we learned that you was gone on the damn news and you mad we didn't give you a phone call.
Right.
Okay. Well, I thank you for coming
Uh-huh.
on board and giving your
All
thoughts.
right. Good talking with you.
You too. Love you.
Okay. Love you too.
Yeah. So y'all heard it from Denise, honey. Honey, you guys see the StreamYard link? I'm gonna put the StreamYard link. I saw some people in the background. StreamYard is not letting y'all devices connect. So I'm gonna put the stream in. I'm gonna put the link in the stream again. And you know what? I'm feeling a little mature right now. This interview came from blogger AT Alien Michelle Brown. She the one who got the exclusive on Apollo. So you guys can go over there and check out her interview with Apollo. Because it blew my motherfucking wig off, girl. I already got one side of my head shaved off. But after listening to Apollo ask, the other side is shaved too. So the link is in. I'm going to give you guys about 5 more minutes in case you guys want to pull up. But child, you know, we living in them times, child. The Bible talked about these times. It talked about these times where men will be lovers of themselves, aka a narcissistic humanity, honey. It talked about how mamas be against daughters and daughters against mamas and sons against fathers and fathers against etc. And that all hell would be breaking loose in the world, honey. This is that age, girl, where people don't appreciate a good thing. They don't appreciate the sacrifices you make for them, girl. You can be 99.9% perfect to a motherfucker, and they will use that 0.01% girl to just hang you on a cross, bitch, as if you never did nothing nice for them. I think Beyonce got a track on her Dangerously in Love album that's titled Like I Never Said Yes, girl. The first time I said no to you, you acted like I never said yes. That's how ungrateful people is these days. See, now, and so I get why people staying to themselves these days, baby. People don't want no friends. They don't want to know their neighbors, girl. If it took a village to raise a child, bitch, y'all young. Like, that's what society has come down to because people have lost their everlasting mind. And that narcissism got folks feeling all entitled, girl. They think you're supposed to wipe their ass for them and supposed to fucking feed them and protect them from the government. I mean, there's all type of shit. Like, at what point do you take personal accountability? That would be my question to Apollo. Where does personal accountability come in at, boo? All of your decisions led you to not get a phone call from Todd and Kandi. All of your decisions led you to being estranged from your children. All of your decisions led to your breakdown in your relationship to Phaedra, boo. These are all your choices. And at the end of the day, girl, yes, Phaedra got her part in it. But let's be clear. Your actions are the foundation for the reaction of everything else. Todd and Kandi not fucking with you and calling you was the reaction to your decisions. You not seeing your kids was the reaction to your decisions. See, there's cause and effect in this damn dimension, in this universe. Okay? And we live in these times where, child, y'all loading up in here. Kamisha is in the building. And I want to welcome Miss Andrea. Hey, guys.
Hello, how you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. How are y'all?
I'm doing good.
I'm good. I'm good. Hi, everybody.
Hey, well, I don't know or whether the chicken came before the egg, so I'm gonna let Kamisha go. Then I'm gonna let Andrea go. You guys give me your thoughts on tonight. Kamisha, let have.
Well, I am so glad to be up here. Listen, I'm a Scorpio too, so I know how we get down with the get down when it comes to Kandi. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with Apollo like that. You know, that's why Kandi and Phaedra broke up friendship because he did that with them bikes and that stuff. And and Kandi didn't tell her. So that really made like a divide between them two. So they already risked it, you know, her friendship. You know what I'm saying? Kandi was trying to stand by her man because her man was trying to stand by Apollo. Like, he had to get mad like that at them. And he knew that stuff was going to be done by feds. All of them knew that. Like, come on now. Stop playing. They need to stop playing.
Right.
That's
Right.
too much. Ain't nobody trying to get in trouble with them people, you know.
Too much. Child,
Apollo.
Kandi and Todd are trying to stay free so that they ass can continue to run the old lady game. they ain't got time for Apollo mess. That's mess.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me. I'm gonna let Andrea go too, but I want to ask you too. So, how do you feel also about him not seeing his kids?
Well, I do think that she should let him see his kids though, because at the end of the day, kids love unconditionally, and they need their dad there. So Phaedra need to cut that out because, you know, we ain't supposed to be doing that. We ain't supposed to be doing that. Let them boys, and she got boys. They need to be around their dad.
Yeah.
She just need to monitor it. You know what I'm saying? But they need to be around their dad. That's what's wrong with these black men now. They be so fatherless and missing a piece and be growing up to be like men that don't even know how to treat people because they ain't never had no man around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she shouldn't do that. That's gonna bite her in the butt, but she'll see. It'll come back.
Yeah,
around.
because you know she a good old Christian child, and she gonna withhold them babies from their daddy, and then when they want to grow up to look like me, she gonna want to complain and beat them over the head with the Bible. And I be like, remember, you kept them from the masculine half of their life. You kept them from their daddy, so don't be mad if they
already.
Then you
they already look suspect to me. I'm sorry.
Look. I ain't fooling with you tonight, but I thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you so much, y'all.
I don't want to make this stream too long.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep listening.
Okay, boo. Right. Andrea.
Yes.
What's going on, baby? Tell me all about it. What's going on?
You know what? Now, Apollo should have kept his ass out of jail. He could be a father to his children. How about that? Okay, I'm so sick of black men going to jail, and then you wonder why you ain't seeing your damn kids. Stay out of jail, baby. Period.
I'm here with it.
So I mean, to me, to have a strong black woman who's raising your kids while you doing time, be thankful. Okay, yeah, she might have a problem you seeing them kids, but look, where was the kids at when you was in jail? You want to take care of them? I'm just saying. Okay.
Talk about it.
I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of these, getting sick and tired of these black men going to jail. Then the women are behind taking care of the kids or volunteering to bring the kids and come and visit you. So just hold your course. Just give her some time. What did you do when you got out? Did you got a new girlfriend under you, or did you go home and see the kids? I'm just asking the question.
Okay.
Just asking the question. And I'm a diehard Atlanta. I'm a diehard the housewives. So I know you didn't go see them kids. You were there under some new woman. That's saying. But I never did like Kandi, so she ain't my favorite person.
What? Now hold on. How you gonna come up here and talk about strong black women and you don't like Kandi out of all people?
I'm gonna tell you why I like Kandi.
Oh my God. Okay.
She made me mad because she held her teammates, her escape members, hostage while she was so petty and mad, and it took her 20 years to have a reunion. That's why I can't stand Kandi. Okay,
because she was keeping us from a good ass Escape album. She was
on purpose, being mean and being petty and nasty. Okay, that's why I like Kandi ass. Now everybody knew the fans were after Apollo. No, if you was dumb enough to leave your shit up in their house, and that was just dumb enough to they was gonna come get your shit anyway.
Right.
To me, Kandi should have been a good friend to Phaedra and told her husband shit was at their house. How about that?
But you know what though? And I understand. But like Kandi said, like Kandi and Todd said, I would have assumed you knew this your husband. You need me to tell you that your nigga shit over here? I'm assuming you know he got his shit over here. He live with you, not me. I'm assuming that you know the 411 shit.
That last 6 to 8 months, they wouldn't even spend time together. I'm serious. They would. He was out. And the matter of fact is, Kandi said that he at the strip club with Apollo and Todd at the strip club every night. Phaedra didn't know that. Phaedra didn't know half of what Apollo was doing. So I'm gonna say, if Kandi really wanted a relationship with her and Phaedra to work out, she would have told her a good friend. Because word on the street is, didn't Phaedra introduce Todd to Kandi? I'm just asking the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Okay, so I'm just saying this: you got your husband out. You got your. I help you hook your husband up. You got a man now, okay? Because we didn't know you gonna get one. But anyway, but I'm just saying is, she should have more respect for Phaedra.
Yeah,
as her housewife mate and as a friend. They claim they had a genuine relationship, and so I'm starting to believe they didn't have a real relationship outside the housewives. I'm just saying. And I believe Kandi is keeping Phaedra from coming back to the housewives because I'm sick of. I want Phaedra to come back. I like her Reed. Okay, we miss her sassiness.
She is the Southern Bella Reeves, honey. I give her that.
I'm just saying. So
well, you know what? I'm gonna have to have a whole separate show just so we can get into Phaedra and Kandi's relationship all by itself. But that's a show worth its own separate time because there's so much stuff going on.
Okay,
and
I would definitely come back. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, boo.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Miss Lady T, what's going on, sugar?
What's going on? How are you, Conscious?
I am wonderful. How you doing on this, Tuesday morning?
It sure is Tuesday morning. I'm messed up. I took a melatonin and guess what?
What?
I'm up.
Oh, my God.
I took a nap.
Because the Lord would not have you miss this live.
I guess so. My question is this, okay? Please catch me up because I woke up and I was like, this is good, but I don't have all the details. And I know you might have said it, and forgive me, but what exactly happened? Because I when y'all started talking, I said, okay, well, let me go see what he said. And I'm like, oh, it's only 2 hours. I can't get everything. But I did hear him say that he didn't get a call about his stuff. Is it really just because he didn't get a call?
Yeah, it's, because he was getting preparated for prison and he decided to kind of disperse his belongings for whatever reason. I don't know why he didn't. Well, obviously, because he knew they would come. That's why he didn't keep them at Phaedra's house. But he dispersed some of his items to Kandi and Todd, and he gave some items also to Cynthia and Peter to hold until, he got out. And when the feds pulled up on Cynthia and also pulled up on Todd and Kandi for his stuff, he is pressed and pissed because they didn't give him a phone call to let him know that the feds came and got his stuff. And he feeling away, he side-eyeing them, and he just in his feelings because he's just like, who does that? And he's trying to argue the point that it's just on principle that if we friends, why would you not at least afford me a phone call and let me know that these people came and confiscated my stuff?
I would find it strange. I would start to think that you had something to do with me being in jail.
Oh, no.
Listen, Apollo's from the street. I'm from the hood. I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you ain't let me know feds was at the your door about me.
About why?
Did Cynthia and Peter?
I guess Peter probably had, yeah.
Right. And look at the difference. I'm just saying.
So are you saying that you on Kandi and Todd them side?
No, because Kandi seems shady because she was hiding money from her friend by having them have those bikes over there. So
where was he hiding money from?
Todd is suspect on period, but as far as like friendship wise, I would think that somebody would call like, yo, son. Cause he from New York, right? Yo, son. How about the feds here? They got your bikes, man. I mean, is that hard? Ain't that common decency? Ain't it common decency? It ain't. I'm wrong. We a lot of times. I mean, are y'all basing decisions on how much somebody was on, like they had screen time and shit? Like,
look,
Like y'all don't realize they had like a real relationship in real life.
They had a real relationship, but I think that Miss Taylor made a good point. My question is, what would Apollo have done with the info from jail? File a damn complaint?
No, but I find it suspicious that you don't know. He can't do anything about it, but except for lose a friend, because that shit is suspect and fishy as a mother. Like, why you ain't told me? I don't understand.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what my logic was. I'm thinking that because Kandi and Todd black, like Martin Lawrence, color.
They black. They just that's some white stuff right there, as far as I'm concerned. That's very
like we play these games as a people. Like we dodge the repo man. Like that's what we do. Like we do what we gotta do. So I believe that Todd and Kandi knew what the tea was with this property, which is why he didn't want to keep it. See, what would have gave it away for me is the fact that you don't want this stuff kept on you and your wife's property. The fact that you have a property, but you want your shit on somebody else's property already let me know it's some funny shit going on.
Exactly.
So I believe that.
That's exactly why Kandi should have told Phaedra his stuff was there.
But see, I can also see how Kandi feels like I can also see how easy it was for her to assume that Phaedra knew. This your husband.
This is your husband. My homegirl dude sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I called her, was like, "Do you know that he sent me a?" Now we don't got no like it's not strange or anything like that to where I feel like he was trying to get at me or anything like that. We were cool, like everybody in our circle was cool or whatever, so I could understand. But then at the same time, he ain't making no moves without my homegirl knowing. Girl. Do you know that he crossed the street from Bodega? Oh, okay. I just want to know if you knew where he was. All right, y'all. Girl, talk to you later. I mean,
Father God. What? Look, I would have told.
Now I need to know signs. Now I need to know people's signs. I need to understand. Like I need to.
Well, I think that Apollo sign is asshole astrologically.
Now,
astrological sign is
asshole. I'm not saying that he's not an asshole at all. I see jerk. That's clear. But as far as they're concerned, I don't see what would be the harm. Or I would want to know why you did it. Like I don't understand. Like what would be the reason that you did it?
I'll tell you why. Because it was logical. You know you on the run, like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You got your shit out here on the run. You know damn well what you trying to avoid. So you know it was a matter of time before the federal government always find they shit. So you know damn well it was a matter of time. And you know I might be suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome from having a goddamn feds pull up at my house. And I'm in my donkey braids and bathrobe, okay? And flashlight shining me all up in my face, okay? You just better be lucky that I graced you and let you store your bullshit up on my property, yet alone afford you a phone call. Like I'm your damn administration and secretary. I just feel like they probably assumed that
you really, honestly, we're not talking about, I'm not talking about Apollo and Kandi and Todd. I'm talking about friends. You mean to tell me your friend is doing some shit? Here, can you hold my bikes? They go into prison, okay, for white collar crime, okay, Martha Stewart type shit. And you say, you know what? You really not gonna call them when the Fed and probably know why they left the bike. He probably said they after my shit. And you don't let them know, yeah. I mean, they were keeping in touch while he was in prison. So why leave that information out? I find it suspicious. My eyebrow goes up.
You know why? Because Todd and Kandi had better things to do than give up on somebody. Like I'm gonna tell you what. Kandi and Todd was too busy staying the fuck up out of prison. That's why they ain't had time to give him no damn call. They out here running businesses, starting restaurants, raising their children like
all types of stuff. They was in the business. They put themselves in the business. They allowed themselves to be in the business. So be in the business. You checking up on him for everything else. How you doing that? How you making it out there, man? Yeah, I put a couple of dollars on your book. You know that was happening. You know it was happening. So Ain't nobody wondering why they didn't. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just because people don't like Apollo, which is understandable. I do. I understand. I get it. But it's like in reality, if your friend, if anybody left anything at my house, shit, my ex has things here. If something would have happened to them, he would know.
Yeah, but that's different
at all.
But that's different because it's just like that's your ex, but it's just like, nigga, we friends, yes, but you out here, you got a lot of shit going on. You going to prison.
And you had a lot of stuff going on before he went to prison. And you had a lot of stuff going on when he left them bikes at your house. And, I would just be suspicious of why. Like, was they in some kind of trouble for having the stuff there? And that was the deal? I don't know. Okay,
you know what? Miss Taylor gave you some wise advice, Miss Lady T. She said Lady T is gonna be locked up next year trying to be friends with folks in jail. Okay,
I have no friends. I have no friends in jail. Whoever she is really needs to park it because we're talking about Apollo.
But what she's saying is, don't let Apollo fool you. Apollo is in the wrong in this situation,
and that's why they shouldn't have had the stuff to begin with. But considering they had,
I agree. Because I don't know why they helped them anyway. Because if I would have known what the tea was, I would have been like, girl, I'll give you some money to put your shit in storage, maybe, but I ain't gonna have your shit on my property per se. That's a little bit too much,
right? And I just wonder if there was some sort of legal ramifications behind them doing that, and that was their ticket out. I just find it interesting. I would just wonder why. I put it like this. Okay, so they had their reasons. Mm-hmm. What would be the point? It's gone. Boy, you locked up. What we supposed to do about it? And he has every right to come out and say, you know what? That's some weird ass shit. I don't trust you fully, and I'm going to leave y'all where y'all stand.
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. You don't trust me, and you the ex-con, and you don't trust.
They was with Phaedra until she was accused of a rape. See, I believe when you lie, you cheat. When you cheat, you steal. And when you steal, you'll kill. Okay, and they were still cool up with Phaedra, knowing she was doing all the type of shit that she was doing, but they didn't have a problem until it was done to them. But this is all Apollo's shit. This is all Apollo's fault. They set it up so that both their children would lose both their parents if anything happened. And Apollo's like, I could do the bid. All right, so mama, you keep your name clean, but we're gonna get this shit done. And he got locked up. Phaedra did what she did. He's a piece of shit. I ain't gonna say like you could tell he's violent and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking about as far as Todd is concerned. And nothing happened to Cynthia and Peter, and they let him know.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Captivating, how you doing?
I am good. I just popped on real quick just to
I'm playing with you too, Amaris girl.
Oh, she know. Oh, we all a family over here. Like,
that's all good. I'm talking shit up here.
Captivating. The Lady T is wearing me out right now. What you got?
Your conscience is getting to you. You conscious TV, and you gonna sit here and say he was supposed to phone call that the feds was at their house.
Right, yeah.
Got one eyebrow. Like, wait a minute, why wouldn't you tell me that?
That is crazy. You know what? I think I just came on to say that. I think Phaedra knew the whole time where Apollo was hiding his stuff at. She was just mad that Kandi kept secrets from her, that she felt that Kandi should have told her what Apollo was doing behind her back.
Yeah, they some secrets. Look how secretive they are.
Honestly, I think Kandi was trying to stay out of it. Like, being that Todd was friends with Apollo, she was trying to stay out of their friendship and like tell all their business and kind of stay out of it. And it got a little hard to do that after things started happening. So, when stuff started coming out, so then she had to kind of fess up a little bit. But, Phaedra's always been mad. Phaedra's been real mad and upset about that whole thing.
Todd and Kandi over there doing the hokey pokey, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But you
no. I don't necessarily think that. I do think that that she was just really trying to, Todd was really pushing for, their friendship. So she was really trying to, support Todd and his friendship with Apollo and not, kind of tell Phaedra stuff that maybe she should. Yeah. Stuff that she should have. Yeah. Stuff that she should have.
Don't tell her. And she just went for her man.
Right. Right.
So so what it boils down to is Todd is a grimy somebody I see.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say he's grimy, but I would say he holds that bro code tight. And I think Kandi trying to be the wife and support her husband, she did too much instead of just, like, hey, I'm not getting involved in this. Whatever he's doing, he need to come clean and tell Phaedra what he's doing. She kept quiet and Phaedra was mad. And so Phaedra told where he had his stuff hidden the whole time. So that's why the feds showed up at Kandi's house. That's why the feds showed up at Cynthia's house, because Peter was also hiding some of Apollo's stuff.
Apparently the feds found out because one of the wives of the feds was watching the Bravo episode that Kandi was on, where she told Andy that.
Nah, I don't believe that. I mean, I believe they probably used that for the show.
I don't remember hearing it before it happened.
Yeah, because when they played it for the show, it had already happened. But I think Phaedra knew.
I think he was asking her about Apollo, and she was like, "Yeah, he asked her something, and it made her." And I'm paraphrasing horribly, but she was saying, he got some of his stuff at our house. He brought some of his stuff to our house or whatever." Right. And apparently, like the feds was like, that's what put them on the radar, is when she made that comment that he had some of his stuff over to their place. So they pulled up. And that's why Phaedra was pissed at Kandi at the reunion. And she was like, so you really would think, even with all that we've been through, that I would set you up like that? And I know you a mother and we friends, and you think that I would call the feds on you? That's what you think about me? Oh, okay. And she was like, playing the victim. And Kendra was like, yeah, bitch.
I think she did do it because of the simple fact that, if you that mad, if my husband's been cheating with all these women around Atlanta the whole damn time, and here you knew about every single woman, every single strip club escapade, and you and your husband having bedroom talk, and you've never said nothing to me. Yeah, Phaedra was mad, and Phaedra was like, all right, I got you. So I don't care nothing about your opinion.
But like you said earlier, Phaedra got to realize she can't come before Kandi and Todd's coven. Like if Kandi knows her man is confining in her and is telling her, look, I don't want you going back saying no shit to Phaedra and starting no shit or whatever, Kandi, because by default of marriage, have to side and align with her husband, irregardless of how it impacts Phaedra. Because
conscious, you got to look at it as Phaedra's union wasn't all that together tight. So Phaedra didn't really care at that point about Kandi being loyal to her husband.
But that's the issue. And that's her lesson. Her lesson is, first and foremost, you are out of order for expecting stuff that Todd was sharing with his wife in secret, even though his wife is your best friend, and for her to disclose those things to you against what could have been his wishes, because of course Kandi would have had to honor that with Todd. She wasn't going to sabotage her marriage for the sake of your already failing fucking marriage. It's not
of course.
And it's not like it even would have fucking mattered at this point. So let's say that I called you and say, hey, yo nigga shit over here. You wasn't about to say, oh girl, I'm about to send a tow truck and bring his shit back over here. You just would have known for the sake of fucking knowing. So it's just like, what was the information going to produce? It's just like,
sometimes the only thing that it could produce is that you can trust in me. And that's my point with all of this, whether it was Phaedra letting her homegirl know that, you know, his stuff was over there, or, you know, the whole thing with calling Apollo. It just solidifies the connection that, you know, if ever you are not in the know about something, I have your back. And when you don't have someone's back, and you're in the dark about something, and they leave you in the dark, it just makes me question what type of people are you.
Now, remember when I said earlier in the commentary, what about the 99.9%? And what about saying no to you? You act like I never said. You act like I never said yes the first time I said no. So you telling me? So y'all telling me that years and years worth of evidence that we are friends, that I got your back, and mind you, we are such friends that I know what your bullshit is, and I got your shit over here on my property where my family is, and you gonna punch holes in the integrity of our relationship because you didn't get a measly ass phone call that would have led to nothing under some guys, that it would have strengthened the trust in a relationship, as if your shit being over here wasn't a testament of trust to begin with. Your shit is over here where my family sleeps.
Well, you know, people don't pay attention to that once stuff really hit them in a different way. They don't care nothing about.
And that's why a motherfucker's grill will never be on my property. Your dog house, your cat cage, your parakeet bird box won't be on nothing.
But
nothing.
But we've all watched it, and we've all seen how what's her name? Kenya and Apollo was very flirtatious and all that kind of stuff. So she already knew who she was dealing with. So this like being totally mad at Kandi because she wasn't telling her all the little escapades that Apollo was doing, I think is total BS. I don't know.
And that's my issue. Like I feel like Phaedra honestly just took out. She just started like
raging at everybody.
Out, and she kind of started bleeding out. Like she just started, you know, finding everybody to be mad at, because I'm just like, girl, at the end of the day, your dude was trash and you knew he was trash. He had been trash to you through y'all marriage, through y'all relationship. Don't sit up here and make this about Kandi. Don't make this about Todd. At the end of the day, actually deal with the fact that you was with a trash dude. You was for the trash, and you knew it. And your choices created the circumstances that put your friends in these weird ass situations. Like, don't make me trying to navigate me and your friendship, because I got a friendship with your dude and you, and now y'all got trouble in paradise, and I'm trying to do my best to navigate it, but then you still end up villainizing me. When at the end of the day, this y'all shit. This all y'all bullshit at the end of the day. Don't even. I'm trying to do my best to fucking, you know, play seesaw, balancing being here between all the dynamics, to my husband, to Apollo, to you, and so don't make that about me. Don't even come for me, because my heart, and I'm speaking on their behalf. You know, our heart is in the right place here. We're just trying to do this under the bullshit. That's it. And you know what? If years and years and years worth of friendship can go down the drain because I didn't give you a friendship, the truth is you wasn't my friend to begin with.
Right?
You wasn't my friend, because Phaedra, when you wanted to be mad at Kandi, play the fucking tapes back when Kandi was cussing your nigga out because he brought his girlfriend.
Yes,
he brought
the restaurant.
He brought his girlfriend to the restaurant, and she was there having your back.
Right.
Play the tapes back where Kandi is defending you, to Nene defending you, to Kenya. Roll the tapes back. Like, just roll it back, and both Apollo and Phaedra allow. And you know, it's so funny because the two dirtiest motherfuckers got the nerve to be raising an eyebrow at somebody else.
Right.
The two most controversial people on the show. Right. Phaedra scandalous as all hell. Apollo scandalous as all hell, and the mitigated gall and audacity of
I don't care what nobody say.
I understand that part. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you on that.
I think Phaedra knew everything that Apollo was doing.
I didn't say you won now. All I said is I can hear you on that. They do have some goal, because they did put their friends in awkward positions. But you know, if there was all that like
Yes, yes. I think that StreamYard is fucking up again because I hear that loud ass static. They've been going through changes. So have y'all complete, like, is there anything else that you guys want to give to the topic before we round this up?
No, I hear what you're saying though. You
Lady,
a valid point.
Lady T is gonna hold on, honey, to holding on to hold on. I love it. Well, it's some more Atlanta drama that is going on. I'm gonna try to make time to get back up here and to cover it so that we could once again just analyze all this mess. But thank you for coming up here, Lady T. I appreciate you. You were a kiki and a hoot. And don't be a stranger, okay? Bring your ass back up here and engage this platform more often.
All right, I shall.
All right, bye.
All right, later captivating. All right,
Lady T.
All right.
Captivating.
Yes, I'm about to leave myself. I got stuff to finish, but
final thoughts. So, what is your conclusion?
My final thoughts is Phaedra is just as crooked. She knew exactly what Apollo was doing. She was trying to save her own ass, and so be it. I think she's wrong for holding the kids from seeing their father or anything like that. I get that it's a different kind of a sticky situation, but still, that's their father. So I think she was a bit wrong on that, but that's just my thoughts.
Okay. Well, hopefully you guys can go be friends to Apollo and to Phaedra. They're in need of some.
Oh, man, don't let you know friends like that. Hell no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for your participation and coming up here. I'm surprised you jumped in on a topic like this. This was cute for you.
Don't do me.
I see you trying new things, honey.
It's not new. I'll watch it. I just don't, still cut it out.
Come on about them bushes and skyboxes. Good night.
Anyway.
Bye. Well, there it is, you guys. A riveting show, honey. Once again, you guys catch Apollo Nighter's interview over on AT Aliens channel, honey. And go get your wig blown off because whoo child, Apollo is a handful. Most good-looking men are a handful. Stay away from these good-looking men, okay? Stay away from them, okay? And Apollo, my advice to you, bro, is just grow up. Just grow the fuck up, sir. Like, people gave you more than what they had to, okay? People have been more than good to you, okay? And you're just not going to get away with spinning these narratives and finding fault in your friendships with Todd and Kandi because they had your motherfucking back, even when Phaedra was upset that they was having your damn back. And so for you to get your ass up here and talk shit about them over a phone call, girl, you got to miss me with the shit. You got to miss me. Now, to my followers, you guys, make sure that you thumbs up this video, child, comment, rate, and do all of that good jazz. Share the stream out. Let the people know that the kingdom is alive and well these days and on the move. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I love you guys so much. Patreons, we got shit to talk about, okay? So I'll be seeing you guys soon. All of my information will be in the description box below, okay? You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you later. Bye.